So unless Newton South was as thorough as Wayland was, which I somehow doubt because Wayland was one of the best teams in the state.
Yeah, Wayland football has been on a tear through the DCL, and they're doing very, very well right now.
They beat us 35-0, and they beat Newton South 37-0. So
yeah, absolutely.
Very similar scores and both quite dominant.
This season, actually, Newton South in their 2 wins and 3 losses. Their 2 wins have come against teams starting with the letter B, and their 3 losses have come against teams starting with the letter W. So we'll see how they do against a team with C's, but I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be a great game.
Should be a good game. This game is important for both teams, especially if they want to make playoffs, because as of now, they are both borderline playoff teams.
Yeah, both teams sitting at right around 500. This is a big game for both sides.
So look for both to be playing their best football tonight, because if they don't, playoffs isn't going to be pretty. And now looks like fan section for CC has filled in rather nicely. And now we'll have the national anthem.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we now ask that you stand, remove your caps, and face the flag behind the south end zone as the Concord-Carlisle Football Band members and the CCHS Pep Band under the direction of David Bresco plays our national anthem.
Welcome back to WIQH and Memorial Field. Now, one key thing for your CC Patriots, they not last week, but their last game against Wayland, they did run 2 quarterbacks at a time, running both Declan Smith and Christian Gemelli. When they ran Declan Smith at quarterback, it was most likely that the running back was going to be Christian Gemelli, so that was the reasoning behind that. But also, Declan Smith had 0 to very little attempts to even pass the ball or do anything on his own other than just hand the ball off. So I think something that we might see tonight. Now, although CC has run the same wing tee offense for the past 6 or 7 years, they have started to make changes, and we did see a few games out of the pistol and a shotgun last game. And now CC's going to be kicking off. They'll be kicking from right to left into the north end zone. Christian Gemelli's your kicker. Newton South has 1 person by their 5-yard line and 2 people at the each hash mark at around the 15-yard line. Now, we've seen Christian Gemelli take a lot of kicks this season, and in general, they've typically have just gone off to one of the sides, and they haven't gone the full length of the field. So I don't think Newton South is fully prepared for that. Here's the kick. And it'll go off to the right side of the field, fielded by Newton at their 35. And he's going to be buried immediately, losing about 4 yards on the return. Great kickoff and a great coverage by CC.
Newton South will be starting their drive and starting their night from about their own 28-yard line.
So that was really well done by CC. So like we said, special teams is going to be important this game because especially in high school football, that can decide a game.
Definitely the start the CC Patriots were looking for.
Now, after looking at the rosters, we've noticed that in general, CC does have a size advantage here against Newton. They don't have the biggest teams in terms of height or weight, so look for CC's linemen to try to take advantage of that. Newton South lining up. out of the shotgun, 2 to his right, 2 to his left. Quarterback motions to his right, and
Oh,
it's
fumbled snap.
and it absolutely buried.
Newton South does recover, but CC pounces on him immediately. It'll be a loss of about 3 yards.
DJ Jellin actually just burst through that line and just immediately tackled the running back. Now, see, stuff like that, mistakes like that, they might not seem overly consequential right now, but they will add up. So, Newton South's starting quarterback is Jylan Spence, a junior, and he will line up out of the shotgun again. 2 split out to his right and 2 to his left, flanked to his right by his running back. He'll take the snap and he'll take the run and run to his right, but he'll again be tackled immediately by CC players, led by number 11, Tom Green. Again, good defense from CC. Good start here. This is the start you want and need.
Right out of the gate, a 3rd and 13 for Newton South. This would be a great start to the game for CC if they can hold.
Now, I think we might see a pass here because, I mean, it's 3rd and 13. I don't really see how you're getting this on the ground. And now Newton South's lining up. Spence in the backfield out of the shotgun. 2 split out to his right, 2 to his left, flanked to his left by his running back. He'll take the snap. Look over the side of the field. Pump fakes. Pulls the ball back down and runs to his left. And he's going to be tackled at the line of scrimmage. Never mind, he got out of that, but he's still going to be tackled short of the first down, tackled at his 35. Took the first hit really well and then kept going, but still stopped well short.
Yeah, broke a few tackles on his way out there, but won't pick up more than 1 or 2 yards, and Newton South sends out the punting unit.
Really well done by CC's secondary, actually. He had no options.
Yeah, very well done.
And now Newton South will have to punt. Number 36, Jack Wiley, is their punter. And we have 2 deep.
Tyler Jamo and I think that's Gamelli out here, Christian Gamelli. 2 punt returners back for CC.
Newton South's punter will take the snap, high snap, kick is off, and it's a good kick. And
Fielded by Jamo. Immediately hit.
The punt was about 25 yards, a return of about 5 yards. And your CC Patriots will be starting with really good field position on their own 47. And now you have number 6, Declan Smith, running out towards the huddle. So it looks like CC is going to start with Declan Smith under center. But look for Christian Gemelli to play a big role as a running back here.
Yeah, just the start CC was looking for. Get the offense out there immediately and see what they can do. Starting from just about midfield.
CC lined out of the same wing T formation that they've used for a long time. And the handoff is going to be to Eddie Jellin, and he'll be tackled for no gain. Is now, oh, he did gain 1, 2nd and 9. So, again, same wing T offense. It's a very run-heavy team, as always. We've known this for a while. So I think keys to the game, if we can get Christian Gemelli going, then we're going to find success, especially in the running game. And then you can maybe open up some play action. Declan Smith lined up under center. Christian Gemelli out to his left. The handoff is to number 47, who is, or 42, sorry, Reed Geckel. Past the midline, and the ball is now on Newton South's 48-yard line. It is 3rd and 5. So 3rd and 5, not the longest third down, but still a situation where you might see a pass under normal circumstances. But
yeah, turnovers and special teams as well as 3rd down conversions are big for any football team.
Declan Smith lined up under center. Look for the ball to be going to Christian Gemelli on a jet sweep or something similar. He'll take the snap, and he'll keep the ball. And the throw is to Gemelli, but the ball is dropped. That would have been for a first down. Good pass by Declan Smith there. So that is something that we haven't seen often, but it looks like we're going to get a little more of tonight. CC's passing game. So that pass was to Christian Gemelli, but look for them to get Cam Ladd and Drew Freund into the game. And now it looks like CC will punt. Wait, nope, they're going to go for it. But we have a timeout for Newton South. We're going to take a quick break right here on WIQH and CCTV, and we will be right back.
Most days go by without a whole lot of surprises. But what if a disaster strikes without warning? What if life, as you know it, has completely turned on its head? Would you be prepared? Before a disaster turns your family's world upside down, be ready. Get a kit. Make a plan. Be informed. Learn how at www.ready.gov. Brought to you by the Federal Emergency Management Agency and the Ad Council.
Welcome back to WIQH and CCTV, where your CC Patriots are facing the Newton South Lions. While you were gone, CC went for it on 4th down with a direct snap to Christian Gemelli and got it. Now Declan Smith under center, hands it off to Cam Ladd. Cam Ladd has a hole, and he's going to run for almost a first down. Nice piece of running by Cam Ladd.
Wow, Cam Ladd dragging 3 and 4 defenders with him for an extra 5 yards there, down to the Newton South 29-yard line.
Gutsy play calling by Coach Robichaux, and I like it because this is a must-win game. So I'm glad that we're seeing something a little different.
Yeah, special teams. We talked about it at the beginning. It's a big play for them.
Declan Smith out of center. Oh, a lot of motion out of CC's backfield. Declan Smith will take the pass, hand off to Gemelli, runs to his right, cuts back in the middle, but he'll be tackled immediately for a loss of about 2. Well done by Newton South's defense. I think that was number
Jalen Spence from the Newton South team.
Jalen Spence, their quarterback as well, so two-way player right there. It is 3rd and 3, so 3rd and short, easily manageable, especially with our strong running back. So look for the ball to be going to Cam Ladd or Christian Gemelli here. Now, after going for it on 4th down again, I wouldn't be surprised to see them go for it again after last game. Handoff is to Gemelli, but Gemelli's going to be stemmed up.
Immediately met at the line.
Looks like CC now has a 4th and 5. Newton South seems to have figured something out, but they've seemed to manage to stop a good amount of what CC's been trying. It is now 4th and 3, excuse me.
CC keeping the offense on the field.
Looks like they're going to go for it again. Again, gutsy play call from Coach Robichaux, but justified because under normal circumstances for maybe a higher level team, like this might be a field goal situation, but we'll have Declan Smith Christian Gemelli out of the shotgun.
On the 4th and 3, it's going to be close.
They're going to, I believe, pull out the change and measure it. He was close to the line to gain.
Ball has been spotted.
Looks like they're going to pull out. Looks like they're going to say he was short. Yeah.
Short by about 1 football length. The Newton South will take over.
Gutsy play call from CC, and I don't think that's an actual issue there because they're out here. They're playing to win.
I like the aggressiveness. As we get closer to playoff time, I like the aggressiveness out of Coach Robichaux.
CC's going to need to pull out all the stops to beat a lot of the playoff teams, so it's good that they start learning how to do it well here. And another timeout from Newton South here. Now, that might come back to haunt them, but for now, all we've seen is CC's playing good defense and at least being able to move the ball at least a little bit on offense. So, good start to the game for CC. Looks like we have a quarterback change for Newton. We have Angelo Rodriguez lining up out of the shotgun. Trips split out to his left, one to his right, flanked to his left by his running back. He will take the snap. Looks right, looks left. Pass is dropped for an incomplete pass.
The quarterback linebacker combo of Angelo Rodriguez was with an attempted screen to his left side, incomplete.
Good pass. Should have been caught, honestly. Just
really should. He would not have gone very far anyway. Was met immediately by a CC cornerback.
Maybe 1 or 2 yards there. And now Rodriguez has the pistol formation. 2 split out to each side. He'll take the snap, handoff is to his running back, and he'll be tackled
Immediately.
Great work by CC's line. Number 87, Elijah Williams, makes a great play there and catches with a shoelace tackle. Very well done. And now it is 3rd down and 9 for Newton South. Again, 3rd and long. We've seen a lot of these. And now Angelo Rodriguez will stay in the game. Looks like Newton South also has 2 quarterbacks that they play on somewhat regular basis.
Yeah, we see it more and more in the NFL. I know Clemson was doing that at the beginning of their season, Clemson College, and the Ravens now with Joe Flacco and Lamar Jackson. A little bit of NFL in there.
Rodriguez lined up out of the pistol, 3 to his left, motions 1 across the formation, and he'll pitch to his running back, but his running back will be tackled for a gain of 2. Great tackle by CC. Mike Nichols on the run. Well done by CC to cover that.
Yeah.
So another 3rd and out for Newton South. So another good defensive stop for CC. And now you're going to have Christian Gemelli and
Tyler Jamel.
both very, very good athletes. And now the punter takes a snap. Punt is good, and Christian Gemelli will call for a fair catch at his own 36-yard line. Nice punt by Whalen. That covered about 40 yards actually. Quite impressive, especially for high school.
30-yard punt, no return, 1st down for Carlisle.
Now we have Declan Smith still under center, so we have not actually seen Christian Gemelli under center for CC. We have Drew Freund is in the game now. Declan Smith lines up under center. Patriots going right to left. In the wing T formation, Declan Smith. Christian Gemelli's motioned across the formation, takes the snap. Nice piece of running by Christian Gemelli to get to the 41-yard line.
Breaking a tackle and spinning all the way about 5 yards ahead for 3, 4, 5-yard gain.
And now
Flag down on the far side.
still waiting for a signal from the referee. And it looks like it might be against CC, yeah.
Yep, the offense backing up,
It'll be
anticipating, looking like a hold on the
yeah.
offense.
That'll be a holding call.
Holding on the Patriots.
Repeat 1st down, but now the CC Patriots are backed up to their own 26-yard line. So now 1st down and 20. They're going to need a kind of big play here to at least get them closer. Declan Smith lined up under center. Takes a snap. Handoff is to Christian Gemelli, who, with a burst of speed, has the 1st down and more across midfield. Great piece of running by Christian Gemelli.
A gaping hole for Gemelli as he broke through the line. No one touched him for the first 15 yards. Finally brought down.
You can really see that explosive speed and how he's such a key part of this CC
Absolutely.
offense. That's a 20-yard run right there for Christian Gemelli. That's very impressive. And now CC has a 1st down on Newton South's 47-yard line. Another good run here, hopefully. Declan Smith under center in the same wing T formation. Handoff is to the running back, and he'll be tackled after a gain of about 7 yards.
Freshman sensation Tim Hayes bringing about 10 linemen with him as he pushes forward. About a 5-6 yard gain.
Nice piece of running by Tim Hayes there. Now CC on Newton South's 40-yard line. It is 2nd and 3. Patriots are going right to left on your radio. Declan Smith lined up in the wing T formation. Drew Freund split out to his left. He will take the snap, and look, that was multiple false starts on the offense. That was noticeable from even up here.
Legal procedure on the Patriots, 5-yard line.
Very, very clear. More than 2 or 3 linemen jumped there, so unfortunate, and it's stuff like that'll kill you as a team. So now they're back to about 2nd and 8.
Great start to the drive, and those false start penalties can be the kind of thing that stall one. We saw them respond very well from the last one. We'll see how they do this time.
Declan Smith lined up under center. And he will take the snap. Handoff is to Cam Ladd. Cam Ladd will be swarmed by a pack of Newton South defenders. Tackled for a loss. Actually, no, they're going to give him forward progress to the line of scrimmage. Rough run there. It is now 3rd and 9, a little bit longer for CC, and now you'll see Christian Gemelli come back to the game as a signal caller. So that's what we were talking about. Every now and then you'll see Christian Gemelli as a running back, and then you'll see him as a quarterback. He's a dual threat and an extremely effective threat at that. And now looks like CC will take a timeout.
26 seconds left in the first quarter.
Scores
3rd and 9 for the Patriots.
Score is still 0-0 here. So far, it's been a pretty close game, although CC's been a little more dominant.
Has Newton South picked up a first down yet? I'm not sure.
So. They've had 2 3-and-outs, and CC they have attempted one pass, did not complete it, but they did attempt it, which was more than normal, quite frankly.
CC has been phenomenal defensively, like you said, 2 3-and-outs, but they have struggled to move the ball a little bit offensively. They haven't really been able. They've been able to get into midfield, but then advancing it deep into Lions territory has been a struggle. We'll see how they can do it on this drive. Faced with a 3rd and 9.
They've been able to rip off a couple of really nice runs using Cam Ladd and Christian Gemelli, so look for that to happen. They've also gone for 2 4th downs now, so they're 1 and 2 on the night for that. So I think it might just kind of be that kind of night for CC. They might just go for every 4th down. I mean, not every, but everyone that's not risky to their own game. And now you're going to have Christian Gemelli back into the game out of the shotgun. 2 split out to his right. Snap is on the ground, but he'll throw the ball and it'll be intercepted by Newton South. And they'll have really good field position.
A little bit of trickery for CC, backfired completely.
Bad snap there. The ball was dribbling all on the ground there, so nothing Christian Gemelli could really do.
Gemelli rolled out to his right, tried to throw it back across the field to his left, to his co-quarterback, and
just didn't work.
Immediately picked off and brought down. Newton South will have the ball in CC territory right at the 49-yard line.
So that's the first turnover for the game for either team. So right now, turnover differential in favor of Newton South 1-0. 20 seconds left in the quarter. 0-0 the score. Angelo Rodriguez lines up out of the pistol formation. 2 split out to his left and 1 split out to his right. He'll take the snap. Handoff is to his running back, and he'll be swarmed for a gain of 3. Now, again, good piece of tackling by CC. It's discipline like that kind of killed them last game against Wayland, because they just weren't able to make tackles, which was kind of a killer, because Wayland got too many free yards.
That is the end of the first quarter. I think a positive for CC will be their defense, coming out very strong in this game, not giving an inch or even a first down to Newton South.
Definitely. Bit concerning is their offense. They have not been able to do as much as I think they would have liked to. They have picked up a few first downs, but they have not gotten into the red zone. A few miscues, few mistakes here and there, but nothing too serious. Just occasional issues with the snap. Not too much miscommunication between a quarterback and his running backs, though, or his center.
The only concern for CC right now is stopping Newton South. Costly turnovers, like we said at the beginning of the game, can change anything. And Newton South, a team that has not been able to pick up a first down in this first quarter, now has the ball in Patriots territory. And we'll see if that sparks them.
As always, you are listening to CC Patriots football on WIQH and CCTV, streaming online at WIQH.org and on the radio dial 88.3 FM. And now they switch sides of the field. It is 2nd and 7. Newton South Lions moving right to left. They lined up out of the pistol, 2 halfbacks in the backfield. Rodriguez takes a snap. And
Raekwon Washington out to the left.
Big hit by number 81 for CC, Charlie Robichaux. Very nice tackle. Completely and utterly stopped his momentum. Nice toss there by Newton South, though. So now it's 3rd and 5, which is much more manageable than any of the 3rd downs that they've had so far, because they've had a 3rd and 9 and a 3rd and 13. So this is already more manageable than their last one. Rodriguez lines up out of the pistol again. 2 split out to his left, 1 to his right. He'll take the snap, and he'll pass over the middle to his right, and the pass is caught for a 1st down and a little bit more by number 6, Jalen Spence, who was the quarterback on the first series, and Newton South will pick up its first down of the night. And now they are at the Patriots 29. Nice pass there.
Yeah, we see Spence doing everything right now for Newton South, and a missed tackle on that back shoulder gave up the 1st down.
Yeah, your CC cornerback played a little bit too aggressive. Rodriguez out of the shotgun again. 2 split out to his right, 1 to his left, 2 in the backfield. He'll take the snap, hand it off to his running back, and his running back is once again stopped immediately. Maybe a yard or 2 of gain there, but again, good tackling by CC.
Good response by the CC. Slow him down right then and there.
We've seen CC have some really strong linemen, especially DJ Jellin comes to mind. And so look for him to be making a huge impact in the middle, causing an obscene amount of disruption. Now Newton South, 2nd and 9. 9:20 left in the quarter. Score is still 0-0. Rodriguez out of the pistol. 2 to his left, 1 to his right, 2 in the backfield. He will take the snap, look right, deep ball, looking for the end zone, and the pass is dropped. Almost perfect pass there, actually.
Off the fingertips of Spence.
Really nice pass there. So looks like Rodriguez definitely does have the ability to air it out a little bit.
Yeah, he was airing it out all the way to the back corner of the end zone. A 30-yard bomb off the fingertips of Spence.
Almost. Honestly, that should have been caught. But
it was a tough catch. I mean,
we at WIQH certainly aren't going to be complaining about a drop pass, though.
especially for Newton South.
Now, it'll be 3rd and 9. Rodriguez lined up out of the shotgun. 2 split out to his right, 1 split out to his left. He will motion 1 across the center. Handoff is to that person, and he'll be tackled after a gain of about 2 yards line. That was Jalen Spence again.
The man doing it all for Newton South. Jalen Spence
But
dropped about a yard behind the line.
It is now 4th and long. And is Newton going to go for this? Looks like they might. Both teams. Yeah, Newton South keeping its offense on the team.
Angelo Rodriguez back out there calling the plays.
Perhaps taking a cue from CC. Newton South also going for it now. Now this is a 4th and 9, but they are pretty deep in CC territory.
Yeah, ball on the CC 27-yard line. A 1st down here would be big.
Rodriguez lined up out of the shotgun. 2 to his left, 1 split out to his right. Motion across the formation. Fakes the handoff. He's in trouble now, and he's going to be sacked for a loss of 4.
It seemed to be a mistake there by Newton South. The quarterback turned and it almost seemed like he was waiting for a running back to be there, and nobody came, and he kind of turned and just went down.
Faked the handoff, but then he realized that he had no one open, and 4 CC linemen were bearing down on him. So another stop for CC. Good work by them, and now you have CC on offense again, moving left to right, starting at their own 35. Declan Smith under center in the wing T formation. He will motion Jameli across the formation. And it is to Jameli, but he'll be tackled for a big loss of about 15. Excuse me, that was Declan Smith.
Yeah, Smith looking for some sort of passing option, nobody around, and he just protected the ball, and it's going to be a loss of about 10 yards. That was a big loss.
Smart play not to let the ball drop, though, because they've already suffered one turnover, and so it's important that they don't continuously do that, because that could completely kill the team's chances. Declan Smith under center again in the wing T formation. Takes a pass. Handoff is to Tim Hayes. He'll get the ball back up to the line of scrimmage, so now it'll be 3rd and 9, I think. Nice piece of running by Tim Hayes. Nice tough running, took a hit and kept going. So now making this 3rd down much more manageable than 3rd and 18 or more. Now only 3rd and 9. This is doable, especially when CC's been going for it on 4th down. Declan Smith lined up under center. Takes a snap, hands off to Gemelli. He has blockers down the field, but he will be stopped short of the 1st down marker. It'll be 4th and 2. And let's see if CC goes for it. Nice piece of running. It'll be 4th and 1, excuse me. So 4th down and a long one. And it looks like CC will go for it once again on their own 44-yard line. Again, really aggressive play calling from CC here.
Yeah, about 6, 7 yards inside their own territory, going for it on 4th and 1.
Declan Smith in the wing T. Handoff is dropped, and looks like there's a fumble. Regardless, it should be Newton South's ball. And it looks like it was recovered by Newton South. Regardless, they would have turned it over on downs there. So we saw that a few times last game where Declan Smith would take the snap and he's just not quite as familiar with his running back, so there would be drops like that. So hopefully after 2 weeks of not having a game, they might have figured it out a little bit, but we'll see. So now Newton South has fantastic starting field position on the CC 43.
Yeah, it just looked like a miscommunication. Somebody reached for the ball too early and it just knocked right out of his hands.
Yep. Angelo Rodriguez out of the shotgun. Tripp split out to his right, one split out to his left. He'll take the snap. Snap almost dropped. Pass over to Spence. Spence will be tackled after a gain of about 2. Nice work by Rodriguez not to take a sack and lose yards there, because the snap was a little bit low and a little to the side. So it is possible that he could have dropped that, but well done by him to control it. It'll be 2nd and 9, 5:44 left in the half. Still no score for either team. Now part of that definitely is that CC and Newton have been going for it on 4th down. Rodriguez out of the shotgun. Takes the snap, looking left. He'll throw a long ball deep into CC territory and almost picked off by Tyler Jamo. Looks like there could have been a holding there, but the officials aren't going to call that. Nice job by CC's secondary though. Good coverage there. There's
another long 3rd down for Newton South, just on the inside of CC's territory.
So they could hypothetically again go for it because they're in a relatively good situation in terms of field position. Now Rodriguez out of the shotgun. They seem to be running most, if not everything, out of the shotgun. 2 split out to each side. Takes a snap, throws over to Spence, and Spence breaks 1 tackle, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. It will now be 4th and about 4 or 5. Very well done by CC's defense stopping there. And looks like Whalen's going to punt actually. On CC's 39-yard line, they're going to punt. So now you have number 36, Jack Wiley out. The kick is up, high kick. Fair catch called again, right at CC's 15-yard line by Christian Gemelli. Nice punt there. Managed to pin CC deep in their own territory. CC at their own 15. 4:33 left in the half. Let's see if they can get points on the board before going in for halftime.
Yeah, with the shutout loss 2 weeks ago to Wayland, CC has been missing out on the points. They'll be hoping to score pretty soon. As any
Surely
team
something
would.
on their mind. And Tim Hayes on the carry. Great block by Cam Ladd through his defender about 5 yards downfield. And now it'll be 2nd down and 10. Tim Hayes was stopped for no gain.
Clock ticking down towards halftime. About 4 minutes left before the half. 2nd and 10. CC has the ball on their own 15.
They'll have to cover about 80 yards to even get to get into the red zone. And under 4 minutes now. Now CC does have 2 timeouts left, so they'll have to utilize that. Declan Smith under center. Takes the handoff, tosses to Jameli. And Jameli's going to be tackled behind the line of scrimmage, but he'll manage to get back to the line of scrimmage. Again, good play by Newton South's defense. Both teams seem to be doing very well on defense, but not doing so well on offense. Neither team really managing to get past their opponent's 30-yard line. Now it'll be 3rd and 8, a manageable 3rd down, but still relatively long, so maybe we'll see a passing play here out of Declan Smith.
Most certainly. 3rd and 8, definitely deep in their own territory. Probably not thinking about 4th down.
Declan Smith takes the snap. Handoff is to Christian Jameli. Christian Jameli dodges a few tackles, but he will be stopped short of the 1st down.
CC sending out the punting unit.
Smart choice there, I think. You're deep in your own territory. You don't want to go for it on 4th down, knock it, and possibly give Newton South the best field position they've had all game. Newton South's going to take a timeout here. I think that leaves them with no timeouts for the rest of this half.
Definitely trying to conserve some clock maybe to see if they can't get some points on the board before half. 2:52 before halftime.
Overall, really good job by both teams' defense so far. No one team has had a big advantage in terms of yardage gained or scoring because it's still 0-0 with 2:52 left in the half. Now, Christian Jameli out there, he is their punter. Christian Jameli, jack of all trades. Their quarterback, running back, kicker.
Really just fun to watch out there. He's doing everything for CC.
Absolutely phenomenal athlete. He will be at his own goal line. He will take the snap. Kick is up. Nice kick by
Big punt.
tumbling over and over, and now we'll have a whistle. I didn't see a fair catch motion for, but the whistle is blown the moment that he caught the ball, so a little bit of confusion there, I think. But
Newton South definitely looking for an explanation.
yeah, there weren't many CC players downfield yet, so there's a good chance he could have gotten a decent return out of there.
Either way, Newton South will start in CC territory at about the 46-yard line with just over 2 minutes and 40 seconds left in the half.
Very nice punt by Jameli, though. Got them well out of the danger zone. Rodriguez out of the shotguns, 2 split out to his left, 2 split out to his right, and flanked by his tailback. Takes a snap, looking right, passes to Spencer. The pass is too high and will be incomplete. 2nd down. Again, CC secondary has been very good here. Hasn't really given Rodriguez many chances to really air it out. Now, on the few times that he has, he's been targeting Spence, who seems to be his primary receiver. Now Rodriguez out of the pistol. 2 receivers split out to his left and his right. He will motion Spence across the formation. Tosses to number 34. He'll be tackled short of the 1st down, and there's also a flag on the field. Possibly
A flag in the backfield.
a hold.
Looking like a hold on Newton South.
Nice tackle from CC.
Zehan, what do you think? Holding?
I think it's holding. If it's a running play and there's a flag, there's a very good chance.
If there's any flag, likely chance it's holding.
And we have holding on the offense. So now it'll be 2nd and long. 2nd and 20. It'll be 2nd and 20. Newton South back in their own side of the field.
Not a lot of urgency from Newton South on offense. The clock is ticking down at about 2:15, and with no timeouts, I wonder if they're just running out clock at this point.
Now CC will be getting the ball after the halftime though. Rodriguez takes the snap, looks right, passes to Spence, pass is caught, and he'll be tackled for a gain of about 5. Nice piece of passing. Managed to gain about 6 or 7 yards, so a little more manageable than 3rd and 20, but 3rd and 14 is still a very challenging, down to gain.
He maybe should have gone for the sideline there with no timeouts.
Yeah, clock ticking under a minute 40 now. Rodriguez out of the shotgun in the same formation that we've seen him in all night. Two receivers split out to either side. He'll take the snap, looking over the center, under pressure. Boot, legs out to his right, long pass, and the pass is going to be caught but out of bounds for Jalen Spence. It is now
an acrobatic attempt by Spence. Looks like he got up hobbling a little bit on the far side.
Just unable to get his foot down though, and it looks like Wayland will punt. Now,
excellent pressure by Elijah Williams in the backfield to force that throw. This quarterback, Rodriguez, was looking for something, and he was even about to throw it and just pulled it back down and rolled far out to his right.
That pass might have been batted down there. Timeout called by Concord-Carlisle at 1:17. And now half. So 1:17 left in the half. Score is still 0-0. Now, Newton's going to be punting from CC's 49-yard line. Tyler Jamo, the lone returnman back for CC. Christian Gemelli up at the line of scrimmage. He's going to be trying to get a block, and he almost got him too.
A high snap on the punt causes the punter to not get everything he wanted in there.
Nice
and they'll
roll.
down it down at the 25.
Good roll for Newton South, though. So, well, 1:02 left on the clock in this half. CC's on their own 30, 25-yard line. So, for them to get points here would be quite impressive. But you can bet that they'll be trying to do that and then come back after halftime and then possibly try to get more points.
Yeah,
with a bit of a lead here.
Newton South on the 4th down, CC did call a timeout, meaning I at least expect them to go for the ball, go for a score.
Now, out of the shotgun, and it looks like a lineman jumped for CC. That's the kind of disciplinary mistake that you can't afford to make, especially in a game this close, where special teams and penalties will make all the difference.
Especially with just over a minute to go. CC clearly trying to get a score.
Last year they weren't. They didn't, so.
Now, 1st and 15. They got 80 yards to cover in about a minute. And now we know that this is possible, but now can CC do it? And it looks like they're going to be shifting to passing here because obviously a little more efficient in terms of clock. Christian Gemelli out of the shotgun. And now pass out to his right, and pass is dropped by Tyler Jamo. Pass was low.
Oh, they will say he caught it, but
They will say he caught it.
knee down, immediately stopped at a pickup of maybe half a yard.
Not much time left. 40 seconds left on the clock, and still the entire field to cover for CC. I'm not sure they're going to be able to get points here unless they get a huge play here. Now Christian Gemelli out of the shotgun. Tim Hayes to his left. 2 receivers flanked out to his left. He'll take the snap, run it himself up the middle, and he will be tackled after a gain of about 5. And they'll take a timeout. 18 seconds left on the clock. So I would say you have about 2 shots down the field here if you're throwing. But if you run, you got 1 play. Because you won't be able to run a play and get set.
To go 80 yards with just over 18 seconds is
ludicrous.
Is something I think even NFL teams would struggle with. I'm not sure. And CC definitely a run-dominant offense. We'll see what they do to close out this half.
I would expect Newton South will play very deep in terms of their secondary. Now, Christian Gemelli out of the shotgun, flanked to his left by Tim Hayes. He'll take the snap, keep the ball himself, but he will be tackled after a gain of about 2. And looks like that'll be the end of the half as the clock ticks down towards halftime. And CC's
clock has been stopped at 2 seconds.
Newton South
has called a timeout.
Now, why did they do that, though?
Maybe for a run back. We'll see how they do on the run back. They have a lot of faith in their punt returner.
That's true.
Because it is 4th and 10, and CC is on their own 25.
Well, then all Christian Gemelli has to do is make sure it's not a fair catch. Make sure the ball hits the ground and
just make sure he gets it somewhere.
Make sure you cover the punt. You're good. As long as the coverage is good, we should have no issues. And so far, CC's special team coverage has been very, very good.
Any Giants fans watching will remember Thanksgiving a couple of years ago. The Giants punter kicks it, and Deshaun Jackson returns it with like 3 seconds left in the game, and the ball never should have been kicked. He should have just kicked it out of bounds, but I don't know.
Doesn't look like that'll happen.
Offense on the field for CC. They could just run out the clock 2 seconds and then take a knee.
Looks like they will.
We'll see.
And it looks like that's exactly what they'll do.
Just a running play, yep.
Clock is done, and we will enter halftime right here on WIQH and CCTV. The score is still 0-0. We will take a quick break right here on WIQH and CCTV. We'll be right back. Now, your CC Patriots running back onto the field. A lot of energy in them still, so, I mean, they're pumped up. This is a game they can win. So, why wouldn't they be pumped up? This is basically a new game. The first half basically didn't happen, which is okay, but we got an idea for what Newton South and what CC can do as teams. Now, Newton South is going to be kicking off from left to right to your CC Patriots. Now, the score, as we said, is 0-0 after 1 half of play. We still have 2 quarters left. Now, we've seen 2 turnovers, actually. 1 fumble and 1 interception from CC and none from Newton South. But we have seen a few miscues from Newton South that did result in fumbles that they recovered.
If you're just joining us on WIQH Concord, I'm Jack Henry. Alongside me is Zihan doing the play-by-play. And we'll hope you stick around for the second half of this game between Concord-Carlisle and Newton South.
Now, Jack Wiley is going to be kicking from left to right. You have Tyler Jamo back deep. Kick is up. Caught by Jamo. He'll take the pass and he'll spin to his own 35-yard line. Good work by Tyler Jamo. Now, CC's going to have first down on their own 30-yard line. So, again, pretty good field position, honestly, especially for a high school game. Now, they're not working with a whole lot here, but they're still working with something. So, hopefully, we'll see them get points out of this drive. Declan Smith takes the handoff. Handoff is to Tim Hayes. Hayes gets hit once, bounces off, but he'll be tackled after a gain of 1. Now, it's 2nd and 9. Decent start. Nice bit of running by Tim Hayes. He just really didn't have anywhere to go, though, so tackled after a gain of 1. Declan Smith still under center for CC. We've only seen Christian Gemelli under center a few times tonight. Declan Smith under center in the same wing T formation. Handoff is to number 25, I think.
Oh, that was Ladd.
22, Cam Ladd, just as we mentioned, he's back. and he'll be tackled after a gain of 1. So now it'll be 3rd and 8. So another 3rd and long for CC. So if you're just joining us, we got 9:57 left in the half. Score still 0-0. Declan Smith lines up under center in the wing T formation. Takes a snap. Handoff is to Jamelli running towards his right side. But again, he'll be stuffed at the line of scrimmage, if not a little bit behind the line of scrimmage. And
Newton South's defense has responded very well. They a couple big runs is all they've really given up all night, and their defensive linemen will be very happy with how they've started this game.
Now Christian Jamelli back to punt for CC, going from his own 35-yard line. 2 Newton South lines deep at their own 35. Punt is on the ground, and he'll be tackled on 4th down. Terrible snap, dribbling on the ground back towards Jamelli, and Newton South will have the best position that they had all game, and it'll be 1st and 10 for them on the CC 15. The snap was just, quite frankly, awful.
We talked about it, Zihan. Turnovers and special teams. This was a little of both. A turnover on special teams, giving Newton South the ball in their own house, in their own red zone. And this is the kind of thing that can swing a game.
Rodriguez in the shotgun. Two receivers split out to his left and his right. Flag to his right by his running back. Takes the snap, looks right, passes to Spence. Spence catches the ball, racing for the corner of the end zone, but he'll be tackled before. Flag on the play, though. Don't know what the flag is, but that should be enough to get him a 1st and 10 if the flag is against CC.
If the run holds, Zihan is right. It will be about 2
and
yards
goal
from the goal line, a new set of downs.
But it looks like it might be against Newton, and it might be a holding.
Yeah.
Because they're moving,
probably another holding.
they're moving the stakes back, and it looks like the refs are still discussing it, so we don't know for sure. If you're just joining us, 8:59 left in the 3rd quarter. Score is still 0-0. Newton South is on CC's 16-yard line. And it will indeed be a, not a holding, nope, yes, a holding call on Newton South.
CC catches a bit of a break there when instead of the ball on the 2, they now have it on the 23.
Much more manageable and a little more breathing room for CC.
CC's defense is going to have to be bigger than they have been all night.
Rodriguez out of the shotgun. Handoff is to his running back, number 24, but tackled after a gain of about 6. Nice piece of running there by Newton South. That was Raekwon Washington on that. Nice job by him. 2nd down and 11 now for Wayland. Pretty decent piece of both defense and tackling. So CC just needs to keep that up. That good discipline is very key to the game. Rodriguez out of the shotgun again. 2 receivers split out to his right, and 1 to his left. And now we'll have a flag before the play even started. It is a false start against Newton. So again, they've kind of shot themselves in the foot here. They had really fantastic field position, but now they're backed up again, back to the 22 of CC. So they've actually lost yards this drive.
Yeah, I mean, the Newton South coaches are going to be kicking themselves, really. I mean, it's not technically their fault, but they're definitely going to be annoyed with their offense right now.
Certainly not going to be happy about that. That lack of discipline is what loses football games. Rodriguez out of the shotgun. 2 receivers split out to his right, including Spence, and 1 split out to his left. He'll take the snap, hands off to Washington. Reverses to Spence. Spence has nothing but open field in front of him. Breaks a tackle, but he'll be tackled short of the 1st down at the CC 10. Bit of trickery there from the Lions. Now that was number 34, Aiden Lopke, who is a captain for Newton, who took the handoff initially, but then tossed it to Jalen Spence, and now, this is bad. Christian Jamelli is down on the field injured, and this is one of few players that you almost can't have injured. We're already very limited in terms of our offensive tools, and with Cole Pascucci and Matt Travisano likely out for the rest of the season, Christian Gemelli going down now could be an absolute dagger to CC's playoff hopes.
Walking off under his own power completely. Doesn't appear to be in any kind of pain. He is kind of rocking his head back and forth like it's
Potentially a
a
concussion
back
there.
something. I don't even know, but
Potentially a concussion, but we'll see if he returns
yeah, we'll see. He's walking over with the trainer right now.
a little bit
He
gingerly.
seems to be
Okay.
okay.
Rodriguez out of the shotgun. Spence split out to his right. He'll take the snap, and the running back will be buried. Nice piece of running by Washington, but he'll be short of the first down. Now 4th and short. 4th and 4. Great job by CC getting them to 4th down. And now it's up to Newton South. Do they want to go for it here, or do they want to just kick a field goal and get points on the board? Now, quick injury.
Did the
update.
offensive unit just wave off the kicking team? Is that what just happened? It seems like a large group of Newton South players ran onto the field, and a couple of the players still on the field waved them off and sent them back to the sideline.
Regardless, a little bit of miscommunication. Newton South will have to take a timeout. Christian Gemelli on the sideline right now, getting water. Seems to be okay, but we'll see. No, it'll be, looks like, yeah, Newton South is going to try and kick the field goal here. Try to get some points on the board for the first score of the game. Oh, that'll be, yeah, they'll be trying to go for the field goal from about 18 yards out.
With the end zone, close to a 30-yard kick for Newton South.
Here's the snap. Snap is good. Hold this down, and the kick is up and good. And with that, Newton South has scored the first points of this football game. 5 minutes into the second half. The score is 3-0 Newton South. So not a high-scoring game by any means. But still points all the same, which CC has not managed to do yet. But truth be told, I don't think CC's overly upset about that, especially after they turned the ball over on their own 15. So I doubt they're overly upset about this. It looks like Christian Gemelli's undergoing doing a little something to see if he can come back in the game. Looks like he's feeling a little bit of chest pain or back pain, because the trainer just had him raise his hands over the head and have him do a push-up, see if he feels a little better. Now, Wiley's going to be kicking left to right here with, looks like, with Corbett back. Caught by Jamo. Caught and then fumbled, but recovered by CC. It'll be CC ball on their own 29-yard line.
A scary moment there for CC fans as Jamo had it in his hands, dropped it on the ground, and took him 1 or 2 grabs to finally pull it back in.
A little bit concerning there for CC. Now, this is Tyler Jamo's first year playing football, so a little bit of inexperience is to be expected. He is still a little bit of green, as some would say. But he will be an impact player in the future because he has a lot of athletic talent. Now, Declan Smith lined up in the wing T formation. Motions Cam Ladd across the formation. Handoff is to Cam Ladd. Cam Ladd will be tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of about 1 by number 6, Jalen Spence, who's done literally everything for Newton South this game. It looks like Christian Gemelli might be out of this game because he doesn't seem to be doing so well right now. Now Declan Smith lining up again into the same formation. Cam Ladd split out to his left in the wing T. Takes a snap. Handoff is to Tim Hayes. Hayes gets a little bit of running room and makes a break for it. Gets about 4 yards on that play. It'll be a 4 or 5 yard gain. Nice piece of running there. Good tough running. But at some point, you have to wonder, should CC start passing the ball? And would you look at that? Christian Gemelli is back in the game. What a trooper.
That is one tough kid. I think it might have been like the wind was knocked out of him.
Yeah, I think
because
so.
he was kind of on the ground, hunched over, but then did walk off under his own power and was at the water fountain down on the sideline just talking to the trainer. He never reached for his knee or his leg or anything. He just kind of stood there. And
Christian Gemelli's going to line up as a receiver now. Declan Smith under center. Takes the snap. Declan Smith will keep the ball. He'll look to throw. Pass is dropped by Tim Hayes, and it'll now be 4th and 5 for CC. Is this a situation where you go for it?
4th and 5 on your own 35? I don't know. That's really risky.
It looks like Coach Robichaux's going to agree with you. Looks like they've sent out their punting team. So a little bit disappointing, but not a bad throw by Declan Smith, and I hope they give him more opportunity to try that again, because people were open there. It's just he just needs to make that throw. That's all right though.
Yeah, just the second pass play we've seen from CC.
That takes a snap. Kick is off. Great kick, deep booming kick. It's going to take a CC bounce and come to rest at about Newton's 26-yard line. That's a great punt from Christian Gemelli.
Oh, wow, what a bounce indeed for CC. Bounced at about the 40 and rolled all the way down to the Newton South 26-yard line.
That'll be a 40-yard punt for Christian Gemelli. That's a nice kick. Looks like he's all right though. Maybe feeling a little bit of discomfort still in his chest, but playing through it. Absolutely no quitting in him. And now Newton South playing with the lead for the first time of the night. Score is 3-0 with 4:23 left in the third quarter. If you're just joining us right here on WIQH and CCTV. Now you're going to have Rodriguez lined up in the shotgun. 3 receivers split out to his left, 1 to his right flank, to his left by his running back. He'll take the snap, looks left. Pass is caught, nice screen pass, but he'll be tackled after a gain of about 5 or 4 yards. So again, good tackling. CC's kind of playing that bend, don't break kind of defense right now. So they might give up yards, but they're trying not to give up points, or at least as few points as they can. Now Rodriguez has gotten the call, running back towards his own huddle. CC's line has done a lot of good work today, especially DJ Jellin. He's created a lot of disruption.
Yeah, absolutely. I think the biggest things that have hurt them in terms of yardage was the screen passes.
Rodriguez under shotgun, tosses to his running back, runs out to his right, and breaks a lot of tackles, but finally tackled after a nice run of about 9 to 10 yards there. Nice piece of tough running, breaking 3 or 4 tackles before finally being tackled by 2 CC defenders.
Captain Aiden Lochi on the run. Haven't seen too much of him tonight.
No, you haven't.
A lot of screens and like short rushes through the middle, but a big one there for Newton South.
A lot of handoffs for Washington and Spence. Rodriguez out of the shotgun. 2 receivers split to his left and right. Handoff is to Lopka, and he'll pick up another nice run for, I think, close to a first down. Looks like they'll give him 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd and 1 for CC. For not CC, for Newton South, excuse me. So still a very close game. 2:45 left in the third quarter. Score is still only 3-0. This looks like it's going to be a very low-scoring game. And I think that could be expected. We've seen both of these teams put up decent defensive performances. And now Rodriguez out of that same formation with 2 receivers split out to either side of him. Takes a pass, screen is over to his left, and the pass is caught for a first down and more. Finally tackled at the CC 41 for a gain of about 10. Now Rodriguez out of the shotgun again. 2 receivers split out to either side of him. Flanked to his right by his senior captain, Lopka. He's going to take the pass, looking deep. Passes it over the middle and intercepted. Nice interception. Makes a tackle miss, but then finally brought down after a return of about 5 yards. Great
Sophomore Tom Grahan with the interception right over the middle.
Great work from CC there, and that could be exactly what they need to turn the tide.
Jackson Morgan came bull rushing through the line to force an awkward throw, and it resulted in a CC interception.
You love to see it, you really do. That's a young player making a big impact there, and that interception that could be the turning point for this game.
Turnovers and special teams, Zehan. Turnovers and special teams.
Now it looks like we'll have Jamelli out of the shotgun. Passes the snap is low, but and he'll take it and just run for it himself, and he'll be brought down short of the first down.
Well, I think I know the first thing that they're going to be working on come Monday's practice. I think it'll be snapping. A lot of on the ground and
strange
and
That's
high
strange to me
snaps.
because last week they were doing just fine in terms of it. Number 54, Reed Corliss, is doing most of the snapping. I think he might not have been snapping most of the time. Yes, last week. Now Jamelli out of the shotgun again. Tyler Jamel split out to his left. He's looking left to Jamel. Pass is caught, and he'll be tackled after gaining maybe 1. Well, you're seeing CC actually pass the ball, which is both surprising and pleasant to see, especially after being slightly frustrated with how closed and how, not closed, but more conservative CC's play calling has been for the past few weeks. Now it is 3rd and long, which is traditionally a passing situation. It looks like they're going to pass. So I think this is Jamelli out of the shotgun, takes a snap, and he runs for it himself, but he is tackled almost immediately. Again, Newton South's line has actually been dominating CC's, which is a little bit disappointing. And that'll make it 4th and 9 for CC. I honestly think they need to stop playing so conservative. After that first drive where they were a bit aggressive, they found success that first drive. They got deep into Newton South territory, and after that, they've only crossed midfield twice. And just like that, the 3rd quarter is now over. Newton South is leading 3-0. We're going to take a quick break right here on WIQH Concord. We'll be right back.
I'm not staying home tonight. I'm at school all day. If they want me to do the work, give it to me while I'm at school. This guy has me coming to work 10 hours a day. So what if I didn't finish school? That doesn't mean he can work me like a dog. Hey man, I need a few bucks. My car's busted and I need some cash. Hello? Hello?
Every decision you make has a benefit or a consequence. Make the right choices today and be ready for the challenges tomorrow. This message is brought to you by the United States Air Force.
Welcome back to WIQH Concord. We are broadcasting your CC Patriots football game against Newton South. It is the start of the 4th quarter. Score is 3-0. Newton South, very low scoring game and a very close game at that.
Both offenses have really struggled to move the ball great distances. The field goal that Newton South did get came as a result of a special teams error on CC's part, and otherwise, both offenses have really struggled to move the ball more than 20 and 30 yards per drive.
Now we'll have another punt here for CC. Christian Jamelli back at his own 24-yard line. Snap is low again, but he catches it off the bounce. Big kick, booming kick, out to Newton's.
An end over end.
15-yard line. What a kick from Christian Jamelli.
This kid can really do it all. I mean, quarterback, running back, punter, linebacker, everything.
That was about a 45, 50-yard punt for Christian Jamelli, which is very impressive, especially in a high school situation. Now, Christian Jamelli, obviously dual threat athlete, extremely talented in football and baseball, of course. So come springtime, you'll see him on those diamonds making insane plays just like he is here. Rodriguez lines up out of shotgun in arguably the worst field position he's had all night. He'll He will take the snap, hands off to his running back, Lopke, and he'll be tackled short of the line of scrimmage. Nice piece of defense there. Well done by Elijah Williams to get that stop.
Yeah, Elijah has had great pressures on the edge all night long.
We're looking at a future star there.
Yeah, we talked about size at the beginning, how size could play an impact on this with a relatively smaller Newton South team. And Elijah being a very, very large man coming in at 6'3", 230 is definitely much bigger than the Newton South counterpart guarding or blocking him, or attempting to block him.
Now Rodriguez is going to be out of the shotgun. Two receivers split to his left and right. He'll take the snap, looks left, passes over the middle, and incomplete. Looks like there was a bit of miscommunication there because there was no Newton South receiver in the area.
Nobody home, yeah. What should have been, I think, a slant ended up being like a fade to the outside. Nobody was home.
Perhaps just the wrong call remembered by the receiver. So that'll bring up 3rd and long, 3rd and 14 for Newton South. So deep within their own territory. Even if they get a few yards here, they're not going to go for it. So they need to get a first down here. Otherwise, they will be punting.
Yeah, and that has been a big problem for Newton South is the field position. And the
Rodriguez
long
takes
third
the snap,
downs.
long ball, and it'll be out of the reach of Spence. But there is a flag, and it looks like they'll get him for pass interference. I disagree with that call. I did not see anything, and I didn't think that ball was catchable.
I don't know. I hate to be biased, but I did not see a lot of contact or a lot of holding on that play. And
Coach Robichaud seems to be saying that the ball wasn't catchable, which is a part of pass interference, but looks like maybe he grabbed his arms or something. And we'll have pass interference on the defense, which in high school, I think similar to the NFL, is a spot foul, which means Newton will be getting a first down here, I believe.
Pass interference in high school is actually a 15-yard penalty, similar to the college rule rather than a spot foul. So Newton South has the ball on their own 27-yard line with the new set of downs.
I disagree with that call. I really didn't think that was pass interference.
I think they got him for grabbing the receiver's left hand when he went to catch it.
I don't think that was catchable. That's the issue. And now Rodriguez will be out of the shotgun with a new set of downs. Takes a snap, hands off to Lopke, and he'll be swallowed immediately by CC's line. On that play, CC's line absolutely manhandled Newton South's offensive line. Well done by CC there, and it'll be 2nd and long, 2nd and 8. Now score is 3-0. 9:25 left in the 4th and final quarter here at Memorial Field. Your CC Patriots need a field goal or really any score to get at least back to even. Rodriguez lined up out of the shotgun. 2 receivers split out to his left and 2 out to his right. Looks like his main target is to his right, Spence. He'll take the handoff. Lopke will take the handoff, and it'll be 3rd and 4 or 5. Nice bit of tackling there by CC, not allowing them to really get anything more and not letting them break tackles.
Yeah, a little bit of a halftime adjustment for Newton South. Definitely giving Aiden Lopke, the captain running back, definitely a lot more of the ball. He has 3 or 4 runs in the second half already of about 10 yards apiece, and uncharacteristic of him to only pick up a couple there.
Seems like it's worked for Newton South because that's most of their offense the second half. Now Rodriguez out of the shotgun, 2 running backs in the pocket. He'll take the snap. Handoff is to Washington, I believe, but he'll be smothered short of the first down. And I mean, if I were Newton South, I'd punt here. You're up by 3. CC hasn't done too much offensively, and you're pretty deep in your own zone.
Their offense has been struggling a little bit, and Newton South's defense has been holding strong all game.
Looks like they're going to keep their offense out there. They're going to go for it.
A short 4th and 2.
They're going to go for it, which could be absolutely huge if they don't get it.
CC players trying to rally themselves with a fight song almost, and trying to get their crowd back into
Rodriguez
it.
out of the shotgun.
Big play.
This could set the tone for the rest of the game. And it looks like, well, that was kind of for nothing. And now we'll have a timeout by Newton South.
Timeout.
I think that might have been something maybe to try and draw CC off sides.
Maybe. That's a great point. And yes, you're right, Zihan, because now the punting unit looks like it's making its way out on the field. And Jamelian Jamo will drop back.
Well done by CC there.
Receive
Great
this
discipline
punt.
not to
Yeah,
jump
there's the
offside.
discipline we were looking for in the first half.
Now you'll have Jack Wiley punting from his own 22-yard line. Snap is high, kick is off, short kick, bounces at the 50, and it'll roll to CC's 32-yard line. So not a bad punt. Rolled about 18 yards there, though. So very lucky for Newton South. Otherwise, CC could have had the ball at the midline, honestly.
Just over 7 minutes left in the game as CC starts a very crucial drive.
This is important. If they can get points on this drive, this becomes a whole different game.
They're running out of time to get those 3 points they need for a tie.
That's right, Jack Henry. Though out of the shotgun, another low snap. Christian Jameli bursts through the hole though, and he'll get about 6 or 7 yards before the refs say that his forward progress was stopped. Nice running there from Christian Jameli. And now be 2nd and 2. CC on their own 40-yard line. That's the biggest gain that they've had of the half, I think.
You can definitely see the emotion between these two teams jawing a little bit after that play. Both teams know how crucial this game is.
You love to see it. This is football at its best. You got two equally matched teams, each trying to get into playoffs. Handoff will be to Tim Hayes, and he looks like he'll dive for the first down and he'll get it. The ball did come out at the end, but he was already down, so CC will get its first down of the quarter. So good start for the drive for CC.
Definitely what they were looking for.
Now the crowd getting a little back into it a little bit. Now Declan Smith under center. Cam Ladd motions across. Handoff is to Christian Jameli. Nice run for 5 yards. Decent hole before he was tackled. Now Christian Jameli did come out of the game a little bit earlier in the third quarter after taking a bit of a shot. Looks like he's fine though. Score is 3-0. It's just under 6 minutes left in the fourth quarter. CC has the ball on their own 49-yard line. Declan Smith under center and the wing T formation. Handoff is to Tim Hayes, and Tim Hayes will run for another 4 or 5 yards. It looks like it'll be 3rd and short here for CC.
And on this drive alone, CC has already eaten up about 1.5 minutes of clock in just about 3 or 4 plays. You have to think that this is pretty much all or nothing for CC right now before they go into full desperation mode when there's like barely any time left. But definitely a big drive for their season right now.
If they can score on this drive, that would be absolutely phenomenal for their
And
chances.
they're faced with a 3rd and 2.
This is a very manageable 3rd down. Declan Smith under center in the wing T formation. Cam Ladd motions across the formation. Handoff is to Tim Hayes, and he'll get the first and more. Nice piece of running by Tim Hayes. He'll get 6 or 7 yards on that run. Great piece of running, and CC will have another first down in Newton South territory. They'll be at Newton's 41. Great piece of playing there.
Absolutely. The crowd definitely fired up as they too realizing with just under 4:45 left in this game, CC moving the ball like this is a very welcoming sight.
Now Declan Smith under center again in the wing T formation. Takes the snap. Cam Ladd motions across. Handoff is to Jameli. Jameli's going to run for another 7 yards. CC's moving the ball. There's 4:15 left in this game. You have to think, if CC manages to run out the clock a little bit and get points on the board, preferably a touchdown, knock on wood, then there's a very good chance that Newton South is going to have very little time to try to come back. CC now on the Newton South 39-yard line, 2 and 3, second and third here. Out of the wing T, Declan Smith takes the handoff, gives it to Tim Hayes, and he'll dive forward for a gain of about 2.
A good tackle by 28 on Newton South to get in there and trip him up before he could get anything real.
I think he would have gotten that first down if he didn't get touched there. Now, third and short here for CC. Just under 3 minutes and 30 seconds left on the clock. Declan Smith in the wing T formation. Look for a handoff to Christian Jamali here, obviously. And it's to Tim Hayes. He'll bull forward and looks like he'll be stopped. Or maybe he'll get it.
It's going to be another depends on where they spot it.
Looks like they're going to call it. Looks like they're going to say he was
very
short.
Generous spot for CC.
Looks like he's going to be
short. Newton South coach not happy about it.
4th and 1 now. And, I mean, if you're CC, you got to go for it.
And when we say 1, we mean one length of the football. You
got to go for it here.
This is really a season-changing moment. If you pick it up, you have a chance for more points. If not, you're giving Newton South the ball back with just under 3 minutes and the lead.
Doubtful that you're getting that ball back. So they have to go for it here. And especially with running backs like Tim Hayes and Christian Jamali, I see no reason not to.
Yeah, I mean, this is the best we've seen CC move the ball all night long. It's only they have not put any points on the board. I think you have to trust your offense here rather than, I mean, their defense has been phenomenal. So it's not the end of the game if they do give up, if they do not pick it up. But I think you keep the offense on the field and you put it right down the middle and try and get that 1 yard.
You try to just stuff this football down Newton South's throat right here. And
crowd on their feet.
You have Tim Hayes, Christian Jamali, and Cam Ladd all in the game. So 3 running backs, all with the potential to get this ball across the sun.
Newton South overloading the box, putting as many as they're legally allowed to do in there.
And he'll just take it and try to sneak for the first down. It looks like he'll get it.
Very close. We'll see where they spot it. A big pig pile at the bottom.
And looks like they're going to call it a first down. First down, Patriots. 2:51 left in the game.
Definitely the outcome they were looking for.
You got a first down on Newton South's 31-yard line. This is crunch time. Now, this is the time to make a play. This is the time to score.
This is the time where the freshmen and sophomores step up. The seniors and juniors lead them.
Declan Smith under center. Takes the ball. Handoff is to Christian Jamali. Runs out to his right. He'll
gets the
break
edge.
the tackle, and he'll get a gain of about 6 yards there. Looks like ball came out. They're going to say he was down, though, I think.
He looked down to me. He looked very down to me.
He looked like he had been tackled.
I think the only argument Newton South is making is that Jamali was actually laying on top of his offensive, probably wide receiver.
Should just be a 6-yard gain. He should be down.
But I assume, I mean, there was no Newton South defender around him. He was really tripped up. It wasn't like the ball was forced out.
But they're going to call it Newton South ball. And Coach Robichaud is not happy about it.
Wow. I mean, those are the calls that change games.
That really kills you. After getting that 4th and 1, that's heartbreaking. Well, 2:32 left on the clock. Score is 3-0. You need to get your defense to make a stop here.
The coaches. I mean, the offense is screaming at They are frustrated.
And I
can imagine. I mean, I understand why.
You're the deepest in Newton South territory you've been all game. You rip off another good run, but then the fumble just sinks a dagger into CC Hopeful's heart. Now, Kopke is going to take the handoff, and he's going to be tackled behind the line of scrimmage. Well done by CC. 2:25 left. CC's going to take a timeout. They're going to try to conserve the clock as much as they can here, and they're going to try and get one more chance at this. And I mean, you have to think that with 2:25 left, this is a key moment for CC.
Not a lot of time left, just under 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Newton South leading the Concord-Carlisle Patriots 3-0.
2-10, 2nd and 10 here. If CC can get a stop here, there is a chance. Takes a snap.
Oh, miscommunication. Ball is on the ground. CC immediately grabs it. They'll think they have it. CC has the ball
on the 20-yard line.
They recover the fumbled snap.
A little bit of miscommunication there for Newton South, and now CC has the ball. 2:18 left on the clock on Newton South's 23-yard line.
Absolute delirium on the sidelines.
And if there's any way to wake up a crowd, that was it right there. Right there. The entire CC fan section immediately jumped to the feet the moment they saw that ball come out.
How about that? CC gets the ball immediately back on the Newton South 20-yard line. Just over 2 minutes to go in this game.
Momentum. And now CC crowd's alive. Declan Smith under center in the wing T formation. Takes a snap. Hand off to Tim Hayes. Tim Hayes runs for about 5 yards before being tackled. Nice piece of running there by Tim Hayes. Wow.
Just about 2 minutes left in this game. It'll be a 2nd and 5 for the Concord-Carlisle Patriots deep in Newton South territory, looking for a score, and they'll hurry to the line as time is now not on their side.
Declan Smith takes a snap. Handoff is to Jameli. Jameli has a hole. He'll cut deep into Newton South territory.
Inside the 15-yard line.
Looks like it'll be 3rd and 1 on the Newton South 11. Wow. Timeout called. This is exciting. CC takes a timeout. 1:39 left on the clock. 3 points to 0. Newton South leading. I mean, if you're just joining us now, you joined at the right time.
The perfect time. We have a thriller here at Memorial Field.
Now, you might look at the score tomorrow and be like, wait, hold on, this wasn't
Field
that
hockey
great.
had a higher scoring game than this, but this has been a thrilling finish to this 4th quarter and to this game.
You couldn't write a better. And this is CC's last home game of the season for the regular season.
Yeah, I mean, fans will be excited that they came out and saw this finish. I mean, it was heading for a 3-0 finish, and then a very promising drive by CC, halted by a fumble, and then immediately gained back by a fumbled snap, and now they have the ball deep in Newton South territory.
Just like we said, Jack Henry, turnovers
and special teams. See, we say stuff, Zihan, and people might think we're not right all the time, but we get them right. We get something right.
We get some stuff
right.
Our
keys to the game are actually keys to the game.
And now it's 3rd and 2. This is a crucial play. Declan Smith under center. Takes a snap. Gives it to Tim Hayes. He'll pull
Tim Hayes barreling through.
And looks like he will be tackled on the 1-yard line. 1:33 left in the game.
The freshman sensation.
What a run. Ball is on the 2-yard line. It is 1st and goal. 1:32 left in the game with the clock winding down.
The Concord-Carlisle student section
is going wild.
Everybody is on their feet for the finish of this game.
Newton
the
South
parents are on their feet for the finish of this game.
Newton South is taking a timeout. They know. CC's
I mean, if you're CC, I mean, if you're Newton South, you have to start thinking about if you do give up a score, a touchdown, you're down by 4 points. You need to put a drive together of your own, and you need obviously time to do that. So they do call a timeout to stop the clock at 1:32.
Now I think Newton South only has 1 or 2 timeouts left, so this is crucial. If CC could potentially waste a little bit of time here, that could basically make it impossible for Newton South to win here. I mean, if you're just joining us right now, 1:32 left in the game. The score is 3-0 Newton South. Concord-Carlisle is knocking on the doorstep. The ball is on the 2-yard line. It is 1st and goal. You got 3 extremely capable running backs, all capable of punching this in. This
Still
is
in the huddle.
CC's first trip into the red zone.
The coaches they're just talking to the on-field players that will be out there.
You have to think that they're going for a touchdown.
They have to be going for a touchdown.
I mean, why
first and goal, I should say, on the 2-yard line after a big run by Tim Hayes.
Huge run by Tim Hayes.
He has had a phenomenal game all night, as well as Jameli.
This is CC's last regular season home game, so what a thriller. Declan Smith under center in the wing T formation, takes the snap, hands us off to Jameli. He'll be stuffed immediately. Clock is ticking now. Down to 1:20. Looks like Newton South likely going to take their last timeout here. Newton South takes another timeout. 1:19 left on the clock. 2nd and goal to go.
I think you're right. Even Newton South is anticipating a score here with all the big running backs and all the power they have with that offensive line.
I honestly think you put DJ Jellin in there and just fall. To the
He's in there. He's in there.
Oh man,
just give him the ball and watch him run.
Oh man, if you give DJ Jellin the ball, that's
like a JJ Watt moment where JJ like lines up as tight end or whatever in a Houston Texans game. And
you don't want to see that if you knew.
No, you absolutely do not.
I don't think you will, but one can hope. Now, CC's in the huddle. 1:19 left to go. 3-0. Newton South is leading this game still, but
on the 5-yard line.
Declan Smith hands the ball off to Christian Jameli. Jameli's running in. He's going to be stuffed again at about the 4-yard line.
Bend, don't break for the Newton South defense.
And now it's going to be
3rd and goal.
Timeout CC. 1:09 left.
You have to think if they cannot get the ball in the end zone, then they at least will settle for a field goal.
That'll be a tie game.
From this close, you hope that it is obviously almost automatic.
Christian Jameli is quite accurate from this range, so
a field goal would be about 20 yards, not too far by any means.
Hopefully, we won't even have to worry about
that. But knock on wood, we're knocking on the walls here in the radio booth.
Now, Coach Robichaud having a lengthy discussion with Declan Smith.
A lot of pressure riding on that kid's shoulders.
I mean, what a time to step up, though.
Absolutely, for a lot of these guys on here.
Declan Smith under center in the wing T formation. Tim Hayes behind him. Takes a snap.
A pass.
A pass.
It's a touchdown!
Touchdown, Christian Jameli!
Touchdown to Jameli with 1:03 left on the clock.
What a play call! Oh my goodness gracious me! What a gutsy play call by Coach Robichaud.
Declan Smith rolling to his left unloads a bullet to the end zone.
Looks like there's a flag on the field, but the touchdown stands. I mean, the entire CC fan section has gone insane. What a play call. You fake the ball to Tim Hayes, and then you play action to Christian Jameli. What a throw by Declan Smith.
The referee having a word with Coach Robichaud. We'll see what the call is.
I think it might be excessive celebration.
That looks like the call.
Looks like it's excessive celebration. They'll get the points. That'll stand, but looks like...
Oh, he's offsides on the defense. Touchdown stands, so CC, before this kick, is already up 6-3 with just over a minute left in this game. Not a lot of time for Newton South to respond.
If you're CC, you got to feel good now, but now your defense needs to go out there
and this extra point is very crucial. It's the difference between Newton South needing a field goal and a touchdown of their own.
Snap is up. Kick is up. Kick
it is
good.
Perfect. Right down the middle.
Wow. Christian Jameli has certainly earned his role as one of the stars on this team.
And this offense is being serenaded by the crowd right now.
And who can blame them? What a way to bring it back. Score is 7-3. CC with its first lead of the game with 1:03 left.
Coach Reed gathering his defense as well as the other coaches.
You couldn't write this. You couldn't script this better than it has gone.
Wow, what a game. What a finish we have here at Memorial Field. Do not miss a minute of it. Do not go anywhere.
Just a minute left, but Newton South has a gargantuan task to do. Oh, it looks like we're going to have a penalty against Newton South for...
So the Patriots will kick from the Newton South 45-yard line.
Wow!
Rather than their own 40.
Oh, man. Well, that's going to pin them deep in their own territory. With a minute left and either 1 or 0 timeouts left.
I don't think any timeouts. Yeah, no timeouts left for Newton South.
Well, that's... Well, I mean, knock on wood here, but we could have a fantastic
Don't say it,
game.
Zion. Don't jinx us.
Regardless, it's been a great game. What
Big
a kick!
Out of the back of the... Oh,
He hit the...
off the uprights in the outside of the end zone. Obviously,
Oh,
doesn't
man.
matter, but a touchback on the kick.
Christian
And Newton
Gemelli,
South
my
will start from the
goodness.
25.
Wow, that was a kick and a half.
I mean,
Drills.
it helps to start from the opposite 45-yard line.
Regardless, that's a nice kick.
Absolutely.
45 yards, that's a 50-yard kick.
So, Zion, Newton South now must go the length of the football field minus the 25 yards on the touchback in just over a minute, 63 seconds, and no timeouts.
That's a very
Daunting indeed, I would say. Daunting indeed.
Well, Rodriguez lines up out of the shotgun. He's got 2 running backs in the backfield with him. Spence is split out to his right. You have to imagine that's where he's going. Takes a snap. Handoff is to Lopka. Trick play.
Looking like he was about to throw it, and he gets
Spence
dropped far
at the
behind the
50-yard
line.
What a play by number 53.
Aiden Daly, the junior.
What a play. Jalen Spence just got buried at the 15-yard line.
The clock continuing to wind down. Dropped for about a 10-yard
Under
loss.
40 seconds here. It is 2nd and 25. Oh, no, 2nd and 18. But still, regardless, great play by Aiden Daly. Rodriguez in the shotgun.
Concord-Carlisle
Trips split out
has
to
2
his right.
safeties way back.
He'll run a bootleg out to his right, looking deep. Passes out.
Is that intercepted?
Surely.
What's the...
they're
Oh,
gonna
he
call
was
him.
out of bounds.
They're going to say he was out
Cam
of
Ladd
bounds.
will feel cheated on that one.
I think he had it, but that's fine, though.
17 seconds left.
3rd and 18, so they need to get a first down
The
first.
door closing on Newton South here in this one.
Praying that they can do something to get at least a foot in this door. They still need to cover over 70 yards in under 17 seconds. Truth be told, I'm not sure that's happening. Rodriguez lined up in the shotgun in that same formation that he's had. And it'll be a screen to Lopke. Looks like he'll be tackled.
And he'll
but
get
not
out of
before he
bounds,
gets out of
stopping the
bounds.
clock with 8 seconds left. A pickup of maybe 5 or 6.
It's
Not
now-
nearly enough.
It's 4th down. 4th down, 8 seconds left. Patriots still lead 7-3. Wow.
Newton South backed up to their own 23-yard line, way too far to think about a Hail Mary. They're going to need some kind of trick play.
It's
or
4th
some
and 11 too.
very large miracle.
They could potentially
We'll
try
see
to get
maybe
a
like a
ball to-
lateral play or something.
That's their only hope. And with the way Rodriguez takes a snap, throws deep, and it's going to be knocked out of the air by Tyler Jamo. Did look like he collided with another CC player, but he's okay. And now
Both players get up.
the game is over.
The game is over. Clock has hit triple zeros.
CC has won. An improbable come from behind.
What a come from behind
7-3 win. With the
CC
touchdown.
improves to 3-2 on the season, and Newton South falls to 2-4.
Wow.
The teams
What a
meet at the
game.
half, but Zion, what a game! What
That was a
finish
thriller.
to that game!
And now
The back-to-back fumbles, the Tim Hayes 8-yard run on 3rd down.
this is one for the ages, ladies and gentlemen. And once again, your final score of today's game is 7-3. Concord-Carlisle wins. Thank you for tuning in to another WIQH football broadcast, and thanks to our in-studio producer, Martin Price, along with our field engineers, Aaron Tong, Jonah DeMarco, and Martin Price. Thank you for tuning in to this year's last home game for CC